And welcome everyone. I see that Kimani was here live and early. Very, very early. All right, who else is here? You can go ahead and type in the chat so I can see you. You know what time it is. Really? You know the on silent. Okay. All right. Down, 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 down. I'm just trying to keep my face prop early. All right, great. Oh, who is new here? All right, I see Elaine. Elaine is new. Shakila is here. Good night. Tiffany is here. I don't know if Tiffany has ever been here before, but I just don't know the name. But special welcome to those who is visiting my channel for the first time. All right. And you already know what's up because clearly you would have received either the flyer or the link. And hi, Fady. And you have come here to do what we come to do. All right, so I don't know where you're from. It's been quite a while since I have done a live. So whichever school you come from, just make a note in the chat now. Go ahead and rep your school. I'm a teacher at Jonathan Grant High School for those of you who don't know. All right, and clearly, as I say, it's up on the screen because you already know what I'm to do. This evening, we will be looking at some paper one questions. Now, this was requested. I'm not gonna call a name, but thanks for putting in the request so we can start our first CXC Math Marathon live. So, hi, all right, okay. Ooh, that name the cutie. Tiffany, I hope I pronounced that right. You can tell me in the chat if I did. Welcome, Tash. All right. Oh, Mrs. Christian, of course, my very good friend. All right. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Got you. Hello, Shakira. Spartan, we're gonna work with that name. It's from Old Harbor High. All right. Oh, Andriana is Shakira. All right. Of course, share the link right now so that we can hit the road. Jack, not Jack. All right, share the link, share the link, share the link. And as they say, if you like the live, then other people stand a better chance of seeing it. But yes, those of you who are new, if you're not joined the DG Makes Math Easy family yet, you can go ahead and do so. Yeah, DG Makes Math Easy is also on Facebook and on TikTok. I'm Teacher Danisha. Anyway, we don't come to talk much. It's already 7:05. And pretty soon we're going to hit the road. So while you share, what are things we're going to do, including me teaching you how to talk to yourself when you're in the exam, when I'm not there. I will ask questions now and see how you answer them. But also teach you to ask yourself the same things when you're in the exam by yourself. Can't ask for no help, can't Google, can't copy, can't nothing. So you're gonna need to develop that problem-solving habit. Techniques to doing multiple choice questions, of course, we'll talk about that while we go through the questions then, right? And look out for concepts and different formulas where you need to write down, different formulas or formulae that you need to write down. All right, multiple choice. Clearly, the multiple choice paper is just a mixture of like what heap of topics all together, right? And yeah, you already know that they're pretty much very repetitive. even when you don't get like exact questions, you get some, will look like one like last year, or, you know, exact question with just a few number change out or whatever. So you can get used to these, right? Do not want to swat them, but don't swat them, right? So even though there are some questions, you don't swat the questions to the point where you say, okay, every time you see that question, you're A at the answer. No, as responses can shift up, and also the, what you call them? The variables in the question can change. So we'll talk about that as we go along. Those who just come in, you can tell us where you're coming from. Just rep your school in the chat. Just rep your school. All right. And kind of ready. Sometimes for some questions, I'll just leave it on the screen and tell us if you go ahead and try it. And for some, I'll do it while you're doing it. So that's the persons who don't know how to do it, just follow me. Meanwhile, you can do your own thing. All right. And at the end, we can, my dearly beloved husband, the chat. All right. And in the end, we can, you can check up how much you get. And then as we go along with the lives, you see how much better you're getting. All right. We should be ready. What else more I want to tell you? Last year, we did some live videos, but they were paper 2 questions. So, and there were fractions, decimals, and percentages. Maybe I'll put the link in the description when we're done, or you can just scroll through the channel and find those live videos from last year. Functions, coordinate geometry, good amount of stuff. All right. Ready. Yes, I know you're from Royal Grove. Technical high is here, and I don't see. Okay, I see Heart Trust. All right, and I trust that you have shared the link. Let's 7:08. I was gonna kick it off at 7:10, but let's go. MJ reaching out the building. All right. So you know the first part of the paper, just like I have to do it. All right, it's gonna have to do with questions, pretty basic. Fractions, decimals, percentages, the small stuff you should know. So here's the first question, and I'm gonna give you a minute just to, hi Giovanni from Eltham. Hey, oh, MJ is from Glenmere. All right, I'm gonna give you a minute to just try. While I get my pen for my screen so I don't have to use my finger, I forgot to pick up my pen. 1 second. Oh, hi, Alicia from Cross Keys. You may have seen my face already because I was there on Tuesday. All right. So, by the way, once you get the answer, you just type the letter in the chat, right? So if I hear the answer, just type A. I will see what I want. Turn that screen here so I can zoom it properly. Good. All right, awesome. Oh, hi, Rihanna. Anchovy, hi. Joshua from Glenmere. All right, I'm seeing person saying the answer is A. Any other responses? Any other? By the way, remember, no calculator, no calculator at all. Because this is paper 1, you're expected to be able to do everything out of your head. All right, I see 3 question is, I can help you to figure out how you can know if you're right or wrong when you write this in standard form. Somebody please tell me in the chat while the rest of you attempt it. Tell me in the chat, 3.46 times 10 squared. What does that give you? If you were to work that out, what would that give you? 3.46 times. Well, no, 10 squared means 10 times 10, so that's 100. If you were to work that out, what do you get? 2, 3, 4 people say A, 4 people say D. Because it's kind of obvious that B or C is not the answer. Talk to me. What do we get? 3.46 times 100. If that means if we were to pick A as the answer. In a real life, 3.46 times 100. I know there's a delay, so I'll just wait on the answer. All right, for those just coming in, welcome. We just start, so you don't really miss one yet. All right. Praise the Lord. All right, so I hope that you, yes, thank you, Giovanni. All right, so I hope that the others will realize that we are back up. Maybe, all right, go ahead and just reshare the link if a friend jump off. All right, so yes, I did send an apology in the chat. The computer just started to update in the middle of the thing. All right, so for those of you who answered D, that was correct, because you can, and I see that person start answer D when they realize the A wrong as well, because it's good when you're doing multiple choice questions to just rule out what wrong, right? So if you realize that 3.46 times 10 squared does not give about this, then we'll say might as well you leave A alone. All right, so D would have been correct. All right, thank you guys for staying. Hello, Miguel. All right, good. So of course this one is the answer. Now everybody don't know, said the answer must start with 3.46, and then you say to yourself, and I'm really gonna cringe when we say it that way here, because I hate to tell students about decimal point moving, right? So you know it's times 10 to a certain power. And common sense will tell you, so if you're trying to move from 3.46 to something that is less than 3.46, right? One number we are literally 0 point something. You literally know that you can't be multiplying by 10 to a positive power. So that already hints you that the power have a negative. All right. And clearly now, we don't want to do it on the head, so we're just gonna go straight to that, right? Where you say if the point is here and I want to get to the original position, it's 2 places to the left. So you know the power is -2. All right. So yeah, rule out the things and when you know so wrong, then make sense of whatever you write down. All right. And D would have been correct. Number 2, easy peasy. 3.3 times 2.5 plus 5.7 times 2.5. Once you get the answer, just go ahead and type it in the chat. There's an easy way to do this. There is a, not hard, but not the easier way. All right. There are more than one approaches. So let's see which one you take. All right. Very, very easy. This can take 10 seconds or it can take you 10 minutes. All right. And remember to like the live. Those of you who never come when we're doing introduction, you can still rep your school in the chat. All right. Look out for formulas, look out for different concepts, look out for different techniques when you do multiple choice questions. And let's see where train stop tonight. Here's the link if your friend down there. All right, I see 22.8. Was that a typo? Because that's not one of the answers. I see D as an answer. All right. And it looks like D is winning. And it is actually correct. No, I don't know which way you did, but I'm just gonna go straight to the shortcut first. Now, one, you want to be observant. Yeah, man, be correct. All right. I'm make sure we're not using a calculator, you know. You want to be observant. All right. Good, good. Then Miguel, you don't have to take the answer so much time, you know. We see it. All right. Joshi, correct. All right. So 3.3 times 2.5. And then you have 5.7 times 2.5. It means you can literally combine these two numbers, 3.3 and 5.7, and then just multiply it by 2.5. I'll just give it 10 seconds to see it, right? I have 3.3 multiplying by something and 5.7 multiplying by that same thing. It means that we can just add 3.3 plus 5.7 and just multiply it by the 2.5. And it's so awesome that this now just turned out to be, oops. I feel I'm writing something wrong. Oh yes, 3.3 was correct, plus 5.7, good. All right, and then when you put them two there, when you put those two, when you add those two together, what would you have gotten? Say if you don't come like me with that a while ago. Da, 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 da. We're there? Oh, yes. You'll get a little 10-second delay, right? So when you do that now, you would have gotten 9 here. Oops. Times 2.5. And once you multiply those, all right, once you multiply those, good job, guys. You would have gotten here 22.5. But of course, you could have also go old school and multiply 3.3 times 2.5. And work that out, and work that out, and work that out. And then you multiply your 5.7 times 2.5. Right? And you do your thing. Just in case person did do it that way here but get stuck, your 3.3, I'm gonna drop my calculator because we just you know. The first part would have given you 8.25, and I think I saw someone typing that in the chat. So we don't want nobody to feel like their method did wrong. And then the other part would have been 14.25. And then you still get your 22.5. All right, guys, let's go. Number 3. Well, I hope so everybody get that a while ago. Number 3, let's go. Easy again. And I want to know, so I saw the first part of the paper, go look, right? Then later we're going to dip in and look at algebra, etc. But I'm stop talking now so that's what we can work in peace. All right. All right, watch out for when you're squaring, some of you made the mistake and say yeah, times 2, right? You multiply anything by 2, remember that is not the same thing. Remember, if you're new here, go ahead and join the DG Makes Math Easy family with that little red button down the bottom down there. So, all right, I see one answer, I see B. Somebody else says 8. All right, coming through. All in all, make sure say we are used just with our brain. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna just ask if there's anyone who has an issue with multiplication. You put that in the chat so we know if we must work on the part there. All right. But good job so far, guys. 17 squared means 17 times itself. All right. And so when you multiply that 17 times itself, you should get 289. Supposed to get 289. I don't know if anybody want that for sure. Somebody else are gonna do it. 7 7 is 49. 717 plus 4. And that would have given us 11. Put in your 0. 1 times 7, 7. 1 times 1, 1. 289. That's 17 squared. All right, 15 squared would have been 225. So in essence, this is 289 square root of 289 minus 225. All right, and then you realize you have square root of 64 left. All of this you do with your hand. All right, square root of 64 is going to be 8. Artiva, I'm not sure if you are where we are. So if anything, when you get here, when you hear me, go ahead and slide your, put your pointer at the end of the live video. I just feel like you're still at number 2. All right, good job, guys. The 3 out of 3 people can go and raise an hand in the chat. All right, this one says the ratio of 2 numbers is 4 to 5. Smaller number is 240, and we are supposed to figure out the larger number. All right, I hope some people get to the answer before me. Some people from the ear ratio, them just like legit shut down. All right, but it's nothing to be afraid of if we not just repeat the concepts in on the head and just use them on the paper. Thank you. Yes, Eddie, we could have used difference of 2 squares as well. All right, awesome. Da-da-da. All right, I'm seeing answers coming in. Shakira, Adriana, I feel like you're a little bit behind. Giovanni, you're gonna see how easy this is. Too easy, too easy. Too easy. Too easy. So Giovanni is one who hates ratio, but it's okay. As long as I can do it when we're done tonight. Or at least this aspect. And I see the answer coming in. That is correct. C is correct. It says 2 numbers, the ratio is 4 to 5. Write down your ratio. Put it in front of you. It said the smaller one, which is clearly over here, so is actually 240. And then it said, no, we need to know what the larger one is. Maybe I'll just put one look at X there, so even though as some people say letter, then frightened. But you legit are doing this. You set it up this way so that you can make observation. You're like, see Tiffany typing this in the chat there. All right, you're like, how can I move from 4 to 240? This is one of the easiest ways. And you just say, oh, we can multiply by 6, by 60. And you say anything we do to that ratio, I have to do it to the other part. So it's simply 5 times 60. Can give me the answer here. Right? In this case, we say the ratios are equivalent. So 4 to 5 is equal to 240 to X. Ask yourself, how did the 4-part ratio move to 240? Multiply by 60. Anything up over the sun, do it on the other side. 5 times 60, 300. Yes, Giovanni. Legit. If you get this, this is what you do. You just reason it out. All right. And then now, so there are so many ways. You understand? A ratio is also a fraction. So you could have said to yourself that 4 to 5, which is the same as 4 over 5, is equal to or equivalent to 240 over something I don't know. And for those of you who love to use algebra, you can go ahead, multiply across, write down your equation, and then you solve. All right. Spartan, we're there for us to realize how simple the things can be sometimes, and that we're overthinking them. But all right, we'll just stick to that simple version we just did. All right, this says a clock costing £210 in the UK is exported to Trinidad. The rate of exchange is £1 to $3.40 Trinidadian, right? How much will the clock be worth in Trinidad? Yes, yes, Tiffany, the answer them really look away. Them really look away. It's like the other answers, them apart from the 300, did really push away. All right, here we go. Giovanni, this is ratio again, right? Apart from persons who just reason it out and say, oh, if this are this, if this are this, right? But I'm just looking at what Sabrina just said. Hold on. Ah, nice, Tiffany. I say your reasoning thought. Yes, please. Me just read the last part. All right, could you divide the other side by 5 as well? I'm not sure if I know which part you're talking, Sabrina. Hush. All right, I see $714. So it's easy to reason out. Giovanni, as I said earlier, ratio again. You get a, guys, when you get foreign exchange question, do this first of all. Write down the two currency them, because of them you use, right? And then you're like, $1 UK dollar, it's $3.40 Trinidadian. $210 UK dollars, mean if you figure out how much the clock worth at Trinidad. The same thing like what we just do, right? If you're reasoning it out, you just say to yours, I know students who just do this. They're like, all right, if £1 at $3.40, then £210 must be $3.40, 210 times. So them just go straight ahead and just go, oh, 210 times the $3.40. All right. So D is definitely correct. All right. And if you're, since algebra keeps popping up so much time, since we can use algebra. Oh, by the way, if we just think ratio, we're like, oh, how can I move from 1 to 210? You say times 210. Then you're like, how can I move from $3.40 to this answer? And you just times 210. So we can use the same concept, but we just use not too long. All right. And then you also know you can go the way when enough people are like. All right. As I said, ratios are fractions. So you can go ahead and set up your ratio. You're like, oh, 1 to $3.40 is equal to 210. 2 when me not know. Anything you don't know, you put one letter there. Good. And then you're like, all right, let me multiply across. Denominator times numerator. X times 1, that's a x. Or for some of us who want to feel comfortable, that's 1x. All right, x I multiply by 1 and 210 I multiply by $3.40. Legit, so many ways you can approach this stuff. And don't afraid of them, reason them out till you get them. All right, and you work out your answer and get it. All right. Yes, you cross multiply. Here. All right. And maybe I'm being a bad teacher right now by assuming that people can multiply 210 by $3.40. All right. But you just set up your thing nicely. and multiply. There I have a video on focusing on multiplying, sorry, multiplying decimals, multiplying, dividing, all of them. Hey, Giovanni, God is good. All right, one more ratio here. So John, Peter, and Mary shared a sum of money in the ratio 2 to 4 to 9. John, Peter, and Mary shared a sum of money in the ratio 2 to 4 to 9. As me say again, as the question, just pretend that somebody talk to you. And as it start talk, you start right. John, Peter, Mary, and most times the question will say respectively, 2 to 4 to 9 respectively, because then why you know say in the same order. You write down this 2 to 4 to 9. All right, time for some reasoning you know. Hey, answer come in already. All right, maybe I said it, but I didn't write it. So let me just put the 714 right there. All right. Dun, 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 dun. This says John and Peter together received $360. John and Peter, for them money together is $360. And you're being asked to find, so you know this. By the way, answer me in the chat. John and Peter share. John have 2 parts of the ratio. Peter have 4 parts of the ratio. Parts of the ratio them 2 they have in total. John and Peter have how many parts of the ratio in total? Many ways to do this. We are going to go 2. All right. All right. Alain is clearly showing us one of the ways. First of all right, let me wait. Da, 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 da. Yes, Andriana, yep. Yes, Stephanie. All right, good. So I see the most popular one in the chat. I'm gonna work with the most popular one first. Let's do that, legit. All right. Actually, we can just do that and done. All right, good. So, can't pronounce the name there. That's 6 parts in total. John and Peter share a 6 parts of the ratio. And you are right. Well, this is multiple choice. So you won't have to show all of this working. 6 parts is 360. And clearly, as persons are typing in the chat, that means that 1 part of the ratio would be 360 divided by 6. So you're like, oh, 1 part would that be $60. Then you're like, oh, they want how much money in all? And then you're like, how much part did I ratio in all? Oh, 15 parts. 2 plus 4 plus 9. So the route that I see most persons taking, very effective route. Find out what 1 part is. We know so 1 part is 60, and you're like, they want all of the parts them. That means they want 15 parts. And that's gonna be 60 times 15, and you get your 900. All right. So congrats, what if a person get that in so long? All right. If you did 60 times 9, you would realize why you are incorrect, because that would have been Mary's share. All right, Mary's share. The question could have given this, and then could have asked you anything. They could ask for John's share, Peter's share, Mary's share, everybody's share, anything they could have asked. All right. How we doing? How we doing? 6 gone so far. Talk up to me. All right, just like you want to look at 10 seconds, just in case somebody take this off. And ladies and gentlemen, we move to number 7. Like up the live. I don't see us liking up the live so that other persons can see the live and come watch the live. All right. Ta-da-dee. All right, welcome to those who are just joining. Welcome to those just joining. You can rep your school in the chat. Can you just reach whenever I get to big up the school? So, yeah. All right, so that's number 6. Moving on, number 7, primary school business. I don't want nobody get this wrong. What is the value of the digit 3 in the number? I'm not going to call a number because I'm going to know him. Go ahead. What is the value of the digit 3? Dun, 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 dun. All right. Which is right. Which is right. Good. Definitely 300. All if you just call a number, you're good to go. 2,341. You can't hear yourself say it. Good. If you need to drop 100 tens and ones chart, do it. I don't business, but just not get the one there wrong. All right. Let's go. Tiffany Dasado. The last name I see. Tiffany Joanne, I think you're a little bit behind. So just draw your little thing to the end. All right. We hardly see base. Well, sometimes it rarely comes, but this is a base 8 number, 500 base 8. Remember, we don't say 500. 500 base 8. And if I were to write this in base 10, what would this be? C was correct, guys. C was definitely correct, 300. All right. This base 8 number, if I were to write it in base 10, what would the answer be? While nothing about that, me go and do one little thing. Waiting on your answers. There's one answer there that is very, oh my God, you know, distracting. If I it correct. All right, Miss Henderson, I see you. All right, I see C and I see B. Guessing, but is it B? Because A to the second power could be 10. Not sure though. All right. So just to bring us back a little bit, when one number writes in a base 10, let's say 242. This 2 here is in the ones column, as in the value of 2 is 2 times 10 to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. The tens column is the same as 10 times 1. The hundreds column is the same as 10 to the first power. And the hundreds column is the same as 10 squared. All right, that's regular number or regular system, base 10 system. If it's base 8, 500, and we're in base 8, it means that this digit is on the 8 to the 0 power, 8 to the first power, 8 squared. So just like how you would say the value of this 2 is 200 because it's 2 times 10 squared, the value of this would be 5 times 8 squared. So it's definitely B. All right. We don't have a time for a whole basis class, but I hope you get the gist. All right. This is going to be plus 0 and 0. So that's why the answer is just 5 times 8 squared. All right. And when you are, good. So as Leanna is saying, like the 8 at the bottom, that shows the base. It's kind of tempting. Sorry, when it's base 10 here, somebody was suggesting that we could say 8 times 10 squared, 5 times 10 squared. But when a number is written in base 8, it means each of the digits each of the digits are in a certain place value and it's in the base 8 system. All right, so just going to repeat a little bit. Whenever you want to convert a number from any base to base 10. So let's lay down the rules. Whenever you want to convert a number from any base to base 10, first thing you want to do is ask yourself, what base is it currently in? It's base 8 right now, so you go ahead and you line up a little base 8 chart, just like you would do hundreds, tens, and ones. So this is your ones column. This is your eights column, because that's 8 to the first power. This is like your 64th column, you know, because that's 8 to the second power. So we have 110s and one system. They have a ones, 8s, 64s, etc. system. And so just like how you just say, if this 5 is in hundreds place in the base in our system, you'd be like, oh, 5 times 100, 500. But this is base 8 system. So it's gonna be 5 times 8 squared. All right, which should have been like 5 times 64 if you were to work it out. All right, this is 0 times 8, that's why this is 0. This is 0 times 1, that's why this is 0. So it's 5 times 8 squared, 0 times 8 to the first power, 0 times 8 to the 0 power. They may equal 0, so then good. All right, she good. All right. Number 9, 25 times 130 is the same as, just pick it. Let's go. Hi, Tanika. All right. Hello, Damonia. All right. 25 times 130 is the same as, and let's see where we end up there. Talk to me. Oh, sorry, my live chat. Okay, good. All right. Nobody not get this yet? All right, I see a C. Yep, anyone else? All right, C is definitely correct. And some persons actually do multiplication like this, right? You have 25, you multiply by 130. Some persons just do, 25 times 100 first. And then say, and then 25 times 30. And this is correct. No, ma'am, no calculator at all. All right. So this is definitely correct. C is correct. D would be saying that you're multiplying 100 by 30 and 100 by 25. So that's like 100 by a total of 55. All right. If you're in doubt and you're doing at the exam, just go and go multiply them out and say, all right, 25 times 130 equal what? And then you check this and say if you're right too. And see if you're going to get the same answer for both of them. All right. So you can always double check. No calculators. Oops. Just in case somebody, all right, 10 seconds. All right, we can always come back to the video. This one now, testing a little bit of our common sense. All right, it says if P equals 3A minus Q, then 6A is equal to what? All right, I'll leave you to try, but I want to ask just one question. All if you don't know if to do, what your instinct tell you to do? What's the first thing you just feel like to do? Hi, Shani. If you're not out here already. All right. Sabrina, I don't know what you were reacting to at that time. I never say, hush. Da-da-dum, dum, 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 dum. All right, screen is blurry. That's weird. Oh, just reload. Just reload. It's blurry on my tablet as well, where I'm looking at the comments. But I think it's a tablet's fault. All right, and I am seeing, yeah man, the answer them line up. Proper. All right. All right, so Javier is explaining that you can change the quality of the video. Oh, I think there's a settings button for that. Yes. All right. Good. The first thing you want to do is just remove the brackets. You understand? All right. So this would be right here. Number one mistake that students make here, 3a minus q. That is the number one mistake. Yes, my love, get rid of the bracket, Liana, right? Oh, thank you, Serena. All right, 3a minus q, that would have been wrong. Okay, you have to remember, say the 3 are multiplied by the a and also by the negative q. So this should be 3a minus 3q. All right. All right, you want 6a on one side, right? Once your 6a is equal to you want 6a on one side. Now you're not on 6a yet, but at least make the a term, which is 3a, dip on one side. So I need to move this minus 3q from here. How do I do that? Reverse the thing. Plus 3q, and if I do that on one side, do it to the other side. All right, minus 3q plus 3q, that gone. I have 3a equals p plus 3q. And in my mind, I say, at least me have the a term on one side, even if I read 6a yet. No, somebody get it already, just gonna go straight to the answer. If you have 3a and you want to turn that in a 6a, you just have to times it by 2. All right, if you multiply this side of the equation by 2, read to the other side. See it there? 6a equal this, which is a. All right. So I think only one person made a mistake with this one. Well, those who answered in the chat. All right. Someone we might want to take this off. We never see the bag of responses a while ago. All right. All right. I'm going to change the quality of this. Okay. Said I was busy. All right, run into the other one. Easy peasy. Like this. All if you never do sets in your life, like you can feel the answer to the question here. Let's go. Which of the following sets is equivalent to the set of A, B, C, D? I forget that. Can't miss. And this question very popular in the CXC multiple choice papers. Very, very popular. All right, welcome to those who just come. All right, it's not too late to share the link as well to your friends. All right. Yes, see what are the answer to my roll out there? Liana. All right. So once you think equivalent, you kind of think about equal, but equal sets and equivalent sets are two different things, right? Equal sets means anything in a one set after in the other one, right? These two are equal sets. But an equivalent set just means if 4 things in one of them, 4 things in the other one. So C is actually correct. All right. The persons who said A, if they wanted you to do A, they would say this, number of elements in the set. All right. All right. If they wanted you to say 4, they would not put it in a bracket. All right. So just like you can say this is a 1 something, 2 something. Oops. This are 1, 2, 3 elements. Let me stop saying something and use the math words. These have also 4 elements. So don't forget that after tonight. Equivalent sets. All right. I think, yes, Liana. All right. In the figure above, X represents a set of multiples of 4. We know what multiples mean. And Y represents a set of multiples of 5. X multiples of 4, Y multiples of 5. And we are supposed to tell what the shaded region represents. And I'm going to just turn off my mic until an answer. All right, I see, I don't know if some persons are behind or you're there with me. All right, so the shaded region represents multiples of 4 and multiples of 5. Any number which is a multiple of 4 and also a multiple of 5. And I see that the answers are controversial here. All right. When I think about multiples of 4, you're thinking about 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and so on. 24. When you think about multiples of 5, you think 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. And there's one simple principle. Any number of 4 and 5 can go in now. If 4 times 5 is 20, any number that 4 and 5 can go into, 20 can also go into that number. All right. Any number. So right now, if I tell you that there are multiples of, because this is the intersection. So it means the numbers like 20 are going to end up in there. So see that 20 there and there so too. Numbers like 40 are going to end up in here. So 60, 80, them they're going to end up there. So right. So definitely multiple of 20. If a number, if there's a multiple of 2, that is also a multiple of 5, that number is a multiple of 10. It's a simple principle. There's a multiple of 3 and a multiple of, and it is also a multiple of 4, that number is a multiple of 12. All right. Oops. In the Venn diagram, them and the sets question them, then that's easy stuff. All right. So D was the correct answer. Need to say that and reach at the end them. All right. In the Venn diagram above, the shaded region represents what we know. Stylish boss. Okay. See you in the chat. Shaded region represents what? Question number 13. What does the shaded region represent? Hello, Lishan. This one is tricky. And me mean it, I know trouble me trouble. All right. So the answer that looks as if it are the answer, it is actually incorrect. What is my computer doing? Oh, it's recording, it's registering the tablet. All right. Now, clearly, we all have some idea as to what going on here, so, right? Our complement would have, seems to be correct, right? No, because we know the complement mean anything with done in a R. See it here, R complement. That little thing up top, means complement, all right? And that means anything that's not in R, elements outside of R. Elements outside of R. But let me shock some people now, because our complement is actually this. Oops. Everything outside of R. What means say it would have been if that were our complement, everything in the box would have shared too. So right now, D, let me tell you who get it first. Oh, Giovanni did a guess. You say if I'm a B, a D. But Sabrina was confident that it's gonna be D. All right. Our complement looks very distracting and very appealing, like I hit at the answer. But now we take time read this now. Q intersect R complement. That means, and when it's intersection, you can read it as and. So Q intersect R complement means they're shading what is in Q and it is outside of R. What is in Q, inside Q, but it is outside of R. So that is Q intersect R complement. Anybody said D? Did correct. All right. It's in Q, but it is also not in R. All right. Lishan, I think you need to push your cursor a little bit forward if you want to be on time with us. You're a little behind. Just draw the little red something they go at the end of the video. All right. I hope we are okay and can move on. Out of a class of 32 students, 17 study music and 20 study art. What is the least number of students who could do both music and art? You can do a little sketch if you want. A sketch helps. All right. Your paper, nobody now see it at the multiple choice. Nobody not care where you want, what kind of work you want to put on the paper. Your business, right? You can draw up one little Venn diagram. 70 music, and then there is art. And the total was 32. Union equals 32. All right. And you can use that to help you, but okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll work with the phone then, Lena. All right. Let's see what going on here. So 32 students in the class, 17 people do music, 20 study art. There are persons who could do both of them. How many persons? What is the least number of persons who could do both? Da, 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 da. Welcome to those who just joined. All right, stylish boss. I'm seeing you. And B is correct, yes. B is definitely correct. All right, Elaine's explanation says the total would be 17 plus 20, right? And that would have 37 students, and that doesn't make sense, right? And then she says, all right, 37 minus 32 is 5. So 5 students do both. And there's literally a formula for this, you know. You want the middle, you want the intersection, M intersect A. There's a formula, number of persons in M plus number of persons in A minus total. She literally just gave us the formula a while ago. All right. Number in the union. So there's a formula here number of persons in the intersection is equal to number of persons in the two circle M, two sets, minus total number of persons. All right. And you can reason it like Leanna, she basically say there's this big overlap when it make no sense. 37. All right. Subtract by 32. And you'll get the figure 5. All right. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Good job. And I'll just say while we are here, if they gave you the 17 and the 20, and they gave you the intersection and asked for the union, the formula is the same. You can write it down right here. So you want to find the union. You do one set plus the other set and minus the intersection. All right. So 5 would have been correct. Hello, Phoebe. Oh, hold on. Is this Miss Humes or is this a student Humes? Oh, hey, Alex. You want to talk to me? Wagwan, hush. I'm not seeing the chat from when, so I feel like it go away and come back. All right. Yes, Serena. Let's go. The simple interest, and immediately your mind goes, how do I find simple interest again? All right, so the simple interest on $400 at 5% per annum for 2 years is given by so and so. Oh, hi, Miss. All right. Yes and no. Talk to me, talk to me. The formula for finding simple interest would have been, we know principal times rate times time. And we know that, let me look. Let's say this is money invested, right? $400, that's the starting money. So that is the principal, 400. Times rate means how much per year. So, hey, I see the answer. All right, that's gonna be 5%. 5% is 5, same as 5 over 100. Times time, number of years, that's gonna be 2. Good. And you just say, oh, so all of this is 400 times 5 times 2 over 100. All right. And they didn't ask you to work it out. You look over it, you say, you're not being asked to work out. You just stop right. Good. Yes, ma'am. All right. All right, so that's the thing. Don't add the 5%, Leanna, multiply it. All right. Da-da-da. Multiply by the number of years that you must do. So 5, basically, guys, she did this 5%. She did it the reason way, all right? 5% of $400. And she has said that's what you would get per year. But then there are 2 years, and that's how you would end up with times. All right, good girl. 15, and then now we're at number 16. Let me go back a little bit, just in case we moved too fast a while ago. Don't want anybody left behind. Ready? The cost price of a refrigerator is $1,850. A buyer who is given a discount of 5% for cash will pay how much money? Cost price, when you walk in, that the money, $1,850. 5 over 100, Giovanni. Unless you're saying if we should write all of these as fractions, yes, we could. But it will be the same as if I just draw the line straight across and multiply the whole of the bottom number them. Sorry, guys. This is all you guys, all you. Sorry, guys. Hold on. All right, we can still. Oh, you don't have to. No, you don't have to write it as a decimal. That's pretty fine. 5/100. No. All right. All right, Shani, I go on with ourselves. Make us go on. And Elaine. And it's very easy, right? Discount is 5%. You find out why you discount. But just push those who not start yet. 5% of 1850. Right? And some people, Serena, me just like I said, some people hate percentages bad. All right. Oh gosh. So Leanna, we're gonna work through it then. All right. 5/100 times 1850. We're trying to find out what the discount is. You can go ahead and say 0 cancels 0. And when you do that, ladies and gentlemen, you are really saying you're putting 10 into 100. 10 into 100, left back the 10 where you see here, so 10 into this, left back 185. All right. So I'm saying it to you because it was on my own that I found that out, right? So good. So 0's gone, meaning we just divided both numbers by 10. And then you're going to say, all right, multiply 185 times 5. You do it on the side. All right. Exactly. All right. So as, who's this? As Elaine is saying, once we find the 5% of the money, it would have been 92.5. All right. Because here, so you'd get 925 divided by 10. So it would have been 92.5. All right. Oh, I shouldn't write right. I never sent my picture to the center. I shouldn't write right there. All right. I'll stay here. All right, and then I'll subtract it from the 1850, and you are good to go. Don't make the mistake and add it. Do not make the mistake and add it. Otherwise, you would have ended up writing A as your answer. All right, nice. Yes, Shani. And if you are in a paper 2 exam, I saw you to write it out nice and easy. All right, good job. Perfect. Let me just mention that the teach. I don't know if you pronounce that. Only better looking at that. All right. Said basically, if 5% is the discount, it means that the person is gonna pay 95% of the total cost. And so what he or she just did is just say, oh, what is 95% of 1850? Full stop. Because you're like, if 5% come out, oh, 95% of a left. Because we know cost price should always be a representation of 100% of itself, right? So yeah, full stop. See, all of the little strategies that might come out now. Persons are saying, remember, say if you want to find 5% of something and you're having difficulty, just find 10% at first and then split in at two. Anyway, let's hit the road. Paper questions. Yes, Serena. All right. As I was saying to the early birds that I really wasn't ready to start lives yet, but somebody requested this yesterday. And so we are here. So unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly when the schedule. I'm gonna make the schedule up this evening and then send it out again. Hopefully the person you got the link from will send it to you again. so that we know when exactly we're going live. All right. Thursday night is generally sticky. For those of you who don't know, that's the evening that I usually have our CXC class. I have a CXC class, and that is held at 5 to 7 in the that is held 5 to 7 on a Thursday. And just in case any of you would like to be a part of that class, you just either call, WhatsApp, or email. All right. dgmakesmatheasy@gmail.com. All right, we were saying earlier, Chase, that we may not make it to the 60 questions, right? Chase, we were saying earlier that when you found the 5% of the 1850, and it would have been, so discount would have been 92.5. Yes, bad habit. I'm gonna go straight to the end instead of just saying them. All right. Yes. Oh, I moved myself from the top of the screen, but I didn't remember that you will still see me up there. Hush. All right. That should be good now. But Chase, we got the discount, 92.5. And so after that, we just said the price that the buyer will pay, buyer will pay, is the original that was there on the item minus the 92.5. And for those who may struggle with subtracting decimal numbers, 92.5. You can just use zeros as placeholders there once you don't have any decimal there. All right. Somebody was counting on us simplifying it, so I'm just doing that. Right. So you go ahead and you do your little, your little primary school stuff now. Borrow from the 5, put on 4. Share 1. Gmail.com. Sorry. Oh my. All right. You borrow from the 10 again. Left 9. Bring your 1, you get your 5. 2 from 9, 7. Because all of this is by hand. It's paper 2. And you come here, so can't get 9 from 4. So you go. Or put on a 7. Make that into 14. And 9 into 14, 5. All right. And you're writing dollars, so you have to put the extra 0 over there. So hi, Stewie. Even though the only thing I see from you is a full stop. Hello. All right. So I hope that was okay, Chase. All right, here we go now, guys. We'll probably stop at like halfway the paper. Number 30. All right. A plot of land is valued at $18,000. No, if you own land, you have to pay a tax. The land tax is charged at the rate of $0.70 per $100. What is the total amount of tax to be paid for the land? Okay, Liana. What is the total amount of tax to be paid for the land? There's $18,000. That's the value of the land. For every $100 value, you're gonna pay $0.70. So the answers are coming in, so I'm gonna shoot. Here we go. You can ask yourself first, how much $100 then at 18,000? And you're like, oh, that $180. So that means that I pay 70 cents. 180 times. Oh. All right, are you good to go? Now, Elaine did the same thing as Tiffany, which was this. Yeah, which was basically what I have on the board. Let's split up the 1,000, the 18,000, divide by 100. Because when you do that, it now tells you how many $100 you can get out of it. Once you get that, you multiply it by $0.70. All right, you're good to go. So this answer, you take your time now. All right, so I have to be fair and pretend that we are in this. Not pretend so we are in this together. We are in this together. All right, this is really 0.7. All right, 180 times 0.7, or even if you put the 0, right? But if you write down this, perfect. So the strategy is persons do this. So then the 180 times the 0.70. And of course, there is, yes, it can be easy without a calculator. So you say to yourself, okay, 70 cents times 180. And as Shakira said, you just ignore the decimal for a while and you go ahead and you say, okay, 0 times the mirror gives me 0. So just call it that at the placeholder. And then you say 7 times 0, 0, 7 times 8, 56. 7 times 1, that's going to be 5. That's going to be 7 plus 5, 12. This big old number in front of you. And then you just easily say how many digits were behind the decimal point in the thing, in my expression. Clearly, there were 2 digits, this 7 and this 0. So all you need to do is put 2 digits behind the decimal point in your answer. All right. So for Leanna, anytime you get questions where you're multiplying decimals, you can ignore the decimal for a while, multiply them as regular numbers, and then you say, okay, how much digits did there behind the decimal point? And I'm going to put the same number of digits behind the decimal point. All right. So 126 would have been correct. Nice. And then Tiffany's giving us another strategy. You can say 100 times 0.7 times 0.70, right? 0.7. And then she said, oh, she does do 80 separate, 0.7. And then she added 2 answer them. Practice. It's gonna take a lot of practice, Lena. All right. We're at 17. Let's see who can match up number 18 now. We are now in the, what you call it now? We done consumer arithmetic a while ago. Before that, we would have done some algebra sets. And then once you touch consumer arithmetic, after that, you can look out for things like statistics and so on. And so on. Anyways, all right, here we are. What if both numbers are 2 decimal places? Very good question. I was gonna touch it not too long, and I don't even know why I decided not to bother. All right. So Serena asked the question, Leanna, and I'm gonna answer it, and make sure so you watch too. She said, what if both of the numbers had 2 numbers behind the decimal point? That means suppose this was 1.80. So ignore the decimal points. And then you say, when me done get me 101, this number, when me done get me 12,600, I'm like, oh, now let me look in my question. How many numbers are behind the decimal points? And you look at this, that's 2 numbers. And then you look at these other 2 numbers, that's 4 numbers in total, 4 digits, all right? So once 4 digits were in the original question behind the decimal points, you put 4 digits here behind the decimal points as well. All right, so that would be 1.2600. All right. You have got to do some practice before the exam, Liana. That's to work. That's to work this time around. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Next, we have marks, even before the questions start up. We have marks up top and we have number of students who got those marks, all right? And you start reading the question. The table above shows the marks obtained by 50 students in a test. And you're like, 50, where 50 today? The number of students here. Good. 5 plus 2 plus 3 more Pitney plus 4 plus 6, all of that add up to 50. All right, and then you say, what is the probability that a student who was chosen at random has a mark less than 5? You start focus now. And you say, how much Pitney get a mark that's less than 5? How many students got a mark that was less than 5? Tell me that in the chat. How many students got a mark that was less than 5? Somebody said B, somebody said A. Somebody else said D again. I think that's a brilliant idea, Serena. Somebody said 20 students. All right. 20 students. And see them here. Everyone who got less than 5 marks, there they are. So see them here, 5 of them plus 2 more, plus 3 more, plus 4, plus 6. And you add that up. Good. To find, yes, please. Add up the marks, add up the persons. So Javier, be careful. Don't add up the marks themselves. Add up the number of persons who got less than 5. All right. So I'm glad so most persons are recognizing that they should be using number of students. All right. Probability is calculated like that. How often the thing happens? Over the total, 50. And I see it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, 20 over 50, which is 2/5, 25. A is correct. Slap yourself if you get it. Da, 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 da. Sorry. All right, Shani, see you. All right, guys, I think we're supposed to can come back Monday. Monday, Easter Monday. Who want to rest? No, definitely not Monday. All right. I'll be having a workshop on Tuesday and Wednesday. If you want the details for that, you may you can use the I should post the number in the chat. All right. I don't know how many persons would want to be a part of that marathon. It's $2,000 per day and it's 2 days. That's the Tuesday and the Wednesday. All right. But after that, we will have the regular sessions. We will have 1 and 2 lives after that. But this is a study. This is a marathon that lasts from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. So for information on any of those, I'm just going to type this in the chat so that I don't have to keep repeating it. All right. Giovanni would like to join the study group as well. Serena. An article was bought for $125 and it was sold for $175. what was the percentage profit? How much percentage profit go honey? Yes, Liana, that's right. So whenever you use them questionnaire, let's pretend it was a paper 2 question. I'm showing you what you would write. You set up your thing nice. Cost price is 125, selling price 175. All right. Yes, Andriana, the 876 goes in front of the 7005836. All right, I'm gonna pin the number. Good. All right. Maybe upon the answer them. I see a C. By the way, C is a distraction. So from them ask profit, but you'll have to subtract, but you have to do something else after that. You should recognize that it said percentage profit. Now you have to find profit. We not run from that. Have to. So your first step was correct, Liana, right? So you find your profit, you say, oh, subtract when we buy it from when we sell it for. The profit would have been 50. So the examiner put 50 there, so here on go write 50, but it asks for percentage profit. Write down this formula if you don't know it to find percentage profit or profit percentage. You put the profit over the original cost and then multiply it by 100. Put the profit over the original cost and then use that to create a percentage. All right. Profit is 50 over the original cost, 125 times 100. And the answer came in, by the way, from 1 to 3 persons. All right. Good job, good job. This looks like we are stuck on number 20. All right. B is definitely correct. Right? You do wonder if Giovanni is still there. Giovanni, come, mark your name in the chat. We hope you're still there. All right. And then you take your time and just simplify. All right. But they said 25 into this go 2 times, into this go 5 times, 5 into 120 times. Whichever way, you take your time, you get your 40%. 40%. All right. Just remember the formula. Profit percent means you put the profit over the original cost times 100. If you were to find cost percent, loss percentage, same procedure. Loss over the original cost times 100. And you're gonna lead. All right. All right, Gio. Just want to say there. And then a salesman is paid 5% of his sales as commission. 5% of his sales as commission. Don't worry, we soon touch some paper too. All right, as his commission. All of a sudden, we can't read. Anyway, so commission, for those who are not used to it, it does not say commission means say anything him sell, he might get 5% out of it. All right. So it said he made sales of $2,020. How much commission was he paid? And this is very easy. Himself $2,020. How much commission was he paid? 5% of that. Full stop. By the way, there are about 60, there are 60 multiple choice videos on this channel. You can go to playlists. Let me write down. Maybe we can put the playlist link in the description. I promised you guys another link earlier. I'm gonna remember which one. But anyways, link to the live videos from last year. And those were some paper 2 questions. All right, so in the description, when we're done, I'm gonna put in the link to the live videos from last year, which were paper 2 questions, and also the playlist for some more multiple choice questions. There was a feature on this channel the other day. I did it last year, June, last year, May, then I did it December, and then January. It was 3 a day multiple choice past paper questions. So every day, there was this feature where you just come on, you come Monday, 3 multiple choice, Tuesday, come back again. So you can look through those videos as well, just go and practice until soon again. All right. He made sales of $2,020. Let me see if the answers start coming yet. But that's gonna give you too much, Serena. That's gonna take you to 1,100. Oh, and you're going to divide by, you're going to divide by 100 after that. If you do that, you're good to go. All right, 5% off, and we know off, we replace our multiplication sign, 2020. 10 into that, 10 into that, 0 cancel 0. No, Andrea, now we have to keep the class paper in the class. All right. Because I don't want to come back here, so you're done with it already. All right, 5 into 10, 2. This is where you take a look at time and do it in the exam, guys. All right, 2 into itself 1, 2 into 2 goes 1 time, 2 into 0, 0 times, 2 into 2, 1 time. $101. All right. Yes, Serena. Good. All right. I think we can, it's 8:39. We would have done a solid 1.5 hour. Yeah, look at it more work done. We would have done a solid 1.5 hour, right? And I think that's good enough for our warm up. All right. Are there any questions for me in the chat? Any questions? Any questions? So remember, if you would like to attend the workshop next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, you can call that number that I have pinned in the chat, 700-5836, call or WhatsApp, or just use the name of the channel, email me, bgmakesmatheasy@gmail.com. All right. The floor is open for any questions since I am seeing some of you for the first time. When is the next live session? I've been trying to toggle it in my head. All right. Just a second. All right. Saturday night should be fine because guess what? We can't do Sunday, we can't do Monday, we can't do Tuesday because I have the workshop. We're gonna be tired. Wednesday we have the workshop, gonna be tired. So Saturday night and then Thursday night again. All right. Some of you who have expressed interest in the workshop, I would see you again before you know the Thursday live. But all right, Saturday night, so that we don't have the paper too far apart. All right, so Saturday night, we'll see how much more we can get through. I work at Jonathan Grant High School. I currently teach grade 9s. I have been through all the grades already, but now I'm teaching just grade 9. Yes, okay, Serena's from Glenmere, nice. I have 2 sisters who are math teachers who are past students of Glenmere High School. Well, we dressed up in our uniform them yesterday, looking cute and all. Yep, okay, Liana, St. Andrew Technical, nice, nice. Leanna, as long as you text me on the number and just tell me. So Giovanni, I'm hosting a workshop, a mathematics workshop, marathon, pretty much, right? And I'm going to put a video on the channel here, just a short video. It's going to be online. Okay, now I get you. It's going to be online. We're going to be on Zoom. Once you're in the workshop, you also get the class recording. After that, access to Wally Papa's paper questions. Yeah, pretty much. And it's next week, Tuesday and Wednesday for those who did not hear. You can either email to say you're interested, or you can go ahead and call the number. Don't forget that you can click that red button so that you know every time when we go live and we are here, all right? Yeah, just to be a part of the family. All right. How can we make the payment for the workshop? Once you send me the message, I send you the payment information same time. All right. Okay, Giovanni, Eltham, nice. I love the mix. I love the mix. Oh, nice, Tiffany. I hope it's going okay so far. I hope so. All right, Serena. I love math bad enough. So as many of you I can help, I will definitely. All right, Serena. Wait, Serena, you said you were from, okay, yes, Serena's from Glenmuir. Big up Dr. Smalley. All right. All right. Bye, Liana. All right. Y'all take care, and I'll see you on Saturday night. Good. All right. Goodbye, everyone. So those, oh, same 7 o'clock, same 7 o'clock, same 7 o'clock, same 7 o'clock. And we'll just send out the live link for that day as well. All right. So you can tell your friends from now that we're going to be on Saturday night at 7. Saturday night at 7. Don't be late. All right, Tiffany. So I'll also recommend, because I have some simple videos on my channel too, you know. You can just look through and see which topic you need to, you know, shape up on. And yes, yes, Princess, we're stopping here. So 1.5 hours. We're trying not to go over that, especially when at night. All right. Maximum 9 o'clock if it ever goes that far. Yes, Princess. Done for tonight, and I'll see you on Saturday night. All right. Yes. Bye, Liana. All right, guys, remember the idea about the study group by Serena. So let's see how we can do this. If Serena creates a study group and she messages me the link to it, what I can do is also put it in the description, and maybe, you know, you guys can just access it there. Send me an invite link, Serena, and, you know, yeah, that can go on. All right, bye, Lishan. I'm happy that it was good for you, and I hope we can do a lot more things here before the exam comes upon us. All right, bye, Elaine. Yes. All right, I'll see you on Saturday. Bye, guys.